So the next tip I had, you need a wall for that. And then this is great because it will help out with press handstand, but also with a little bit of planche training as well.
Yeah.
But you need to be able to do a little bit of handstand because you should be able to do the chest to wall handstand first. So anyway, you're gonna cartwheel up. And then I like doing the straddle for this one because I usually practice straddle planche. So you're here in the straddle and then you lean. And then as you lean, you maintain straight arms. And then you're going to try to open up your shoulders, come up, and then go back to the wall. If you do it full, straight legs, lean as much as you can, up. Avoid arching your back. So try to keep your entire body as straight as possible with your arms as well.
Yeah, hollow here and squeeze your butt.
Yeah. And then it's okay to fall over. Just don't fall over to your back. Just try to fall towards the wall.
Yeah.
And that way, you don't need the solid handstand.
I would say for yours, Dan, you lent a fair bit.
Yeah.
I would think if people are looking for exercises and they haven't done much planche work or much handstand work, Dan lent a lot because he has very strong shoulders, so he can. Can I do a regressed version of what I would expect from someone first starting exercise? So I'm pretty close to the wall. The closer you are to the wall, the less you have to lean to pull away. So set my position nice and tall, tension through the glutes and abs, lean forward, and then I'll feel my toes get light on the wall. That's when my shoulders are going to be taking most of the weight. Once I'm here, I try to press back and open into handstand.
Nice.
And then come in. If I wanted to make this more difficult, the hands go further away, which is what I would think Dan did.
Yeah.
It takes a lot more lean to get away, a lot more shoulder strength, and a lot more control to open back up. Okay, so this last one from me is, again, these are tips. They're not going to make or break getting planche, but I found this one really helped me engage the right muscles. Now, it's depression of the shoulder. So when I think of planche, or for most of my training time thinking of planche, I would mainly just think of protracting the shoulders, pushing them forwards. When I realized how much depressing the shoulders, so pushing them down away from the ears, helped to engage my lats, it was a muscle I didn't think contributed much to the planche at all. But once I felt that depression with the protraction, I just felt something click that felt a lot stronger every time I would attempt a planche. So you can just practice this one with your leans. You can do it obviously when you attempt your planches. I find it's harder to do when you're moving through something dynamic like a planche negative. So that's why leans and banded holds or just holds are the best time to practice this at a lower intensity. Because when planche has a higher intensity, say I'm going for a full planche, it's much harder for me to protract and depress as much as I want to exaggerate and train for. Feet elevated just to replicate where the hips will be in my planche. I'm leaning forward, but before I go for that lean, I want to try to depress the shoulders. So I'll just exaggerate, they're elevated at the moment, up by the ears, and push the shoulders down. That's where I feel the lats engage. And then I protract. And I try to keep that lat engagement as I lean forward. That's me letting go. I think the best thing to do with this is to exaggerate. An easy progression that allows you to emphasize it under load so that when you actually go for the harder skills, it's something you've emphasized a lot, so you can hold on to some of it in the more difficult positions.
Yeah, it's interesting that you brought up lats because most people think planches of core or maybe planches of shoulder.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely utilize the lats. You, just by doing the depression, you already feel your lats activate.
Yeah.
Yeah.